I wasn't really sure if I was going to go live this morning or not today. Um, but when you play a game like you played last night, it's just something about it that will not allow you to be okay. It's something about the way you play the game that will just mess with something on the inside of you. Now, I haven't been to sleep. Got up last night at 9:30, 10 o'clock or whatever it was. Got ready for the game, 10:30. Been up all since. Been out in the sun. Been dragging aircrafts across the runways to get them fixed. You know, just just been busy in the hot sun, sweating. Had to sit in the air. We had to sit in the aircraft for over an hour with no AC. Just sit there and wait for the tow me truck. So this bothers me. Now, I told myself all day, I'm gonna come home, take a shower, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired. But I'm tossing and turning within myself because of just how we looked out there on the football field yesterday, last night, or whatever. It just it's not right. We turned on the computer, we turned on the TV last night. Those who went to the ball game, they went hoping to see our Kentucky Wildcats play football last night. It didn't work out. It just wasn't good. And it hurt me. It hurt me really, really, really bad. So I decided that I wanted to come because see, I don't have the answers. I'm not that smart to have the answers. A lot of you guys out there have the answers. I get it. You guys have the answers. I need somebody out there to help me understand what exactly went on last night. What happened? Because this is not Kentucky football. Some people might say it's the typical Kentucky football. I thought from what I was told as an amateur fan, what I was told is that we have turned the page. Kentucky football has the best team that they've had in a long time. That's what I was told. I was told that. Now, I don't know. I mean, somebody help me understand that. But what we saw last night, let me tell you something. That was unacceptable. I don't care what nobody say. That was unacceptable. And people are checking out. And I said before the game yesterday, we come out and we have a flat game. People gonna check out. People gonna ask a number one question: when does basketball season starts? Sure enough, Kentucky football came out and acted like they didn't want to be there. They act like they didn't want to play. So what happened? Those guys went out there and they got their tails handed to them. It was crazy. Like who does that? They did that, and it's. I mean, it's sad. It's really really sad because we had high hopes for our football team. High hopes for our football team, and this is what we get. This is what we get as fans. South Carolina is not a good football team. They was last night. They wanted it more than Kentucky wanted it. It's as simple as that. They wanted it more than we did. We didn't want it. That's the sad part. We didn't fight. We didn't care. We didn't have no spark. There wasn't no get up and go. It was just, let's just come out here today and let's just look like we out here in our nice, pretty blue uniforms. Don't worry about Kentucky blue if you're not coming out on the field and play. We let a freaking freshman edge rusher destroy us. 3 people trying to guard a freshman edge rusher, and he was killing us. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had a very mature team this year, especially when it comes to a big blue wall. I thought the guys had a lot of experience. No, sorry, not happening. So I'm a little hurt. I can't speak for all of you. I don't know what all of you guys are thinking out there. I can only say what I feel. And if I got to get up and lose 9 hours of sleep, because I'm not going back to sleep. I'm not, once the game goes off, I'm not going back to sleep because I'm too riled up. So how am I supposed to go to sleep? I'm not. I can't go to sleep. I got to stay up all day and live with this. It matters. This matters to a lot of people. And it's time for those people inside that locker room to start understanding how much this means to us. This is everything to us. We got to get it right. We don't get it right, we might as well just check out and get ready for basketball season. What other choice do we have? We don't have any more choices. Not at all. We might as well just go, man. This bothers me a lot, man. Like it's just not good with me right now. And before I went to sleep, before I go to bed today, I just had to come on here and just see if I can just get some therapy, just get some help, just to see what you guys can tell me that can help me to maybe feel good about maybe it wasn't as bad as it looked. I'm just saying. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Oh, it was bad. I seen what you seen. Unacceptable behavior. Talk to me, BBN. What I seen was the worst team play I've ever seen. Next game on my birthday. This is unreal. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing right now, what I witnessed last night. I'm glad that I decided to go live. Because, see, I don't have anybody over here that I can vent to. I don't have anybody over here that I can talk to. Like, I really don't. So I talk to myself. I feel like I'm crazy. But I love my Wildcats. And I've been asking myself over and over and over, what went wrong? Who went wrong? How do we bounce back? Did we see the best of Vandagriff? Is he QB1? Got so many unanswered questions. And this is game number 2. It's just game number 2. A long season ahead right here. A long season ahead of us. And it's going to be long. Because if we're going to come out and if we're going to play like this, why should I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch the ball game? Why? Why do I need to come into work late just so I can stay and do a post-game show for a football game where the Cats didn't even show up? That's the shellacking. We got beat. We got drilled. South Carolina celebrating on our field. So I heard this doesn't it just doesn't feel right. And I don't care how you look at it. It just doesn't feel right. And our Cats, well, I don't know who they was yesterday. I really don't know. I don't know who they was yesterday. But that wasn't the team that I thought they was going to be. That ain't the team that we thought they was going to be. Because they look horrible. I asked a question before the ball game even started. Do we need to beat South Carolina by 10 or plus points to even feel like we may, just maybe, have an opportunity to maybe keep the game somewhat respectable against Georgia? Everybody was like saying, "Oh no, if we don't beat South Carolina by at least 3 touchdowns, then we didn't do anything." Well, not only did we not win by 3 touchdowns, but we lost by 3 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. All Wildcats. Now, I'm going to be naive, and I'm going to stay as positive as possible because I still want to see our Wildcats still have a decent year. I don't know. You got Georgia, then you got Ohio, then you got Ole Miss. We're looking at going 1-2 in those games. I always thought that maybe we beat South Carolina, lose to Georgia, beat Ohio, go to Ole Miss, and maybe, just maybe, we can have a chance to beat those guys if we keep it close. Not anymore. they probably going to put up 70 points on us because we don't care, because we acting like it. Now, to the defense of the defense, they played a lot of football last night because our offense couldn't stay on the field long enough. So our defense had to stay out there a long time. I think if our defense has a chance to rest because our offense can put together some drives, I think we might be into something. I think our defense can do enough. But they can't do enough if they out there on the field 100 plays. They can't get it done. Our offense is hurting. The question for you guys is, have we seen enough of Vandagriff, and now it's time to go? Someone said we got to get rid of Vandagriff because we need Winstead because he's a running quarterback because the O-line can't block. How do you guys feel about that statement? We got to put the best personnel on the field, right? Forget about egos. Forget about hurting somebody's feelings. I got to put the best person in there who can help me win the ball game. And if my O-line, who's supposed to be older and mature, if they can't get it done, then I got to put a running quarterback in there. Winstead might be the guy. Brock, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming from Georgia. We was hoping that you was going to be the answer. Unfortunately, the O-line has let you down, and maybe you're not doing as good as we hoped you would. Winstead, you come on in. Let's see what we got. We're going to need your legs. What's the answer? I don't have it. But I hope those coaches who get paid a whole lot of money, I hope they can get in there and I hope they can fix that. Somebody correct me if I misuse this term or not, because I didn't watch the post-game show with Mark Stoops. So if you've seen it, you can tell me if I'm saying it right or not. I think in the terms of something was asked, what do you need to change? I was told that he said basically we don't need to change anything. I don't know the whole context of it. So if anyone out there is watching that's seen that or heard that part, please correct me. Please let me know that I didn't say that right or I didn't address it right. But from what I've seen and heard, that's pretty much the context of it. We don't need to change anything. You want me to laugh now or later? Because I'm going to laugh of what's going on. This is ridiculous. It just is. Kentucky's got to do better, man. Because if they don't, oh man, dude, that is just this is pretty bad. I watched every game that year. I think after that game, Barnhart should be looking for the replacement, go after one of the young coaches at a small school that turned that program around. Could be the case. That could be it. Because we're loyal fans. I'm sure we watched us win 9 games a few years ago in basketball. So someone said we got to just do an overhaul. I mean, let me see if I can put this up right here so I can see some of these comments. I'm hoping Titans play today. I'm not ready to throw in the towel on Stoops. The offensive line and coach needs an overall. They do. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, Stoops needs to go. I know people out there who know football a lot more than I know football. They do. So they'll be able to tell me, you know what, I think it's time for Stoops to go. I've been around football my whole life. I understand football. I think it's time for Stoops to go. They're out there. There's fans out there who know football probably more than I do. At the end of the day, though, somebody's got to be held accountable. And I'm sorry, but when you're the captain of a ship, if something happens to your ship, you're held responsible. So what do we do? How do we fix this? Where do we go from there? Do we bench our quarterback? Do we put somebody else in? Does he spark the team? That's 2 games, 2 interceptions now. Is he throwing interceptions because he's rattled? Is he throwing interceptions because he's just too inexperienced? And we just got to stick with him and see it out? I don't know. Do we have replacements on the line to bring in for the older guys so we can make sure that the older guys understand that you're replaceable and that we will put you on a bench if you're not going to do your job? Because there's some young guy over there who's looking for your spot, who's looking for the opportunity. So if you can't get it done, I'm putting him in. And I don't care because he's a freshman and you're a senior. I will put you on the bench. We need to make some very erratic moves. Or do we just leave things like they are and let's see if it gets better? And it's even worse that we got Georgia. I mean, we got Georgia after we come off a game like that. Georgia ain't even going to practice this week. They not even going to practice this week. They already in Lexington at an undisclosed location watching Netflix. You talking about getting laughed at? Like we laughed at. It's embarrassing. I can lose a football game. That's okay. I can lose to South Carolina. That's not the end of the world. But you lose in a fashion that you lost last night, that would never be okay, ever. And that's what bothers me right there. So we have to see what happens. We got to see what we decide to do moving forward. I was Hillbilly says I was really hoping we could beat Tennessee this year, but they're gonna skin us if we ain't better. We go, hey man, it's just some stuff gonna happen. It is like all these seem to. Oh my goodness, did you see what Kentucky got? Did you see what happened to Kentucky? Oh man, they garbage. Yeah, for real. See what happened is ODU took South Carolina down to the very stretch. It took them to the end of the game just to beat ODU. Kentucky sitting in the locker room after beating Southern Miss 31-0. Oh, we good. Look what just has happened. Oh, we ain't got to worry about South Carolina. These guys are horrible. They ain't got no quarterback. He looks like Urkel. How they going to beat us? How we going to let Urkel beat us? Urkel stumped a knothole in your butt. That's what he did. Absolutely. So we got to see. See how this all turns out for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm going to ride and die with my Wildcats because that's what I do. I love my Wildcats. And even in moments like this that just want to make you just bang your head against the wall a couple of times, you still get back up and you say, go Cats, because that's what we do. Are they going to be ready for Georgia? Is this a wake-up call? Is this what we needed early in the year just so we can say, let's get it together, guys? Like what happened today can't happen no more. Is this going to be a horrible loss in a blessing in disguise? Or is this what we got to look forward to all year? Maybe we need to start opening up our regular season with a hard ball game instead of opening up with a cupcake team like Southern Miss. Maybe we need to get rid of that and just start right out the gate playing to see who we are or seeing who we not. Maybe we didn't get to play the whole full game. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that came back to hurt us. I don't know. You can sit and use excuses all day long. But those guys who line up between the white lines and they go to work, if they're not going to work, that's what we in violations now for. People going to work and not getting paid. If I gave you an NIL deal and you go out there on the field and you play like that, you owe me a refund. You owe me a portion of your money back. Every ball game, I'm going to deduct something from your paycheck because you didn't earn your money today. Give it back to me. Go out there and play, man. See what we're going to do. Y'all guys are older. We got one of the oldest O-lines in the country. And we played like we was the youngest. Can't stop a thing, bro. Can't stop a thing. They did what they want to do on defense. Always win against somebody we weren't supposed to and lose to somebody we weren't. That's probably going to be the case, nobody. Thanks for joining, big guy. Hey, Shot, glad to see you. I can get excited about Kentucky football. People are just not getting excited about football. They're just not. They want to. They would love to, but we get hoodwinked. This is what happens when someone wants to go. I didn't write up I didn't write Shot Glass and say Shot Glass come and put that comment down. I didn't inbox him. I didn't ask him to write that. No, I didn't ask them to write that. That's a fan talking. And they're not the only ones who talk like that. I want to get excited about football, but then you have stuff like this. And it makes me say, I don't want to talk football because football's going to let me down every single time. So they just tune out. Those are the kind of fans that the Wildcats got to go out and play extra hard for. Those who are sitting on the end of their seats wondering, should I cheer for the Wildcats in football or should I not? I'm not a bad fan. I just don't feel like getting disappointed. A lot of fans are saying that. I don't cheer for football. I don't even watch football. We can skip this conversation because football is going to do the same thing year after year after year. They're going to let us down. Or they're going to make it seem like they're going to do something good. But then they're going to let you down. Where do we go from here? New quarterback? Swap out the whole O-line? The running backs look decent yesterday. They look good. I think we're going to be okay while Chip is out at the running back position. I think they really want to get out there and run the football. It would be good if we had an O-line. That would help. How many more games do we have to see Vandagriff before he becomes comfortable? All year? Next ball game? Is he going to come out and try to do too much against Georgia? We just got to wait and see. And I don't even know why I scheduled my return flight back to Kuwait Sunday morning when the ball game is going to be on. So I'm probably not even going to be able to do my postgame show, which is a tragedy. I just hope we don't get blown out. Maybe I can do it at the airport while I'm waiting. I don't know. I just hope that the guys inside that locker room, that something like this bothers them so bad that collectively they make a pact that we'll never play this horrible again. We'll never play this horrible again. You hit rock bottom against South Carolina. You hit rock bottom. Vandy is coming for you. Believe me. Florida is coming for you. And as bad as we think these teams are, please don't talk Kentucky until you show me something. Just don't do it. It's because it's not smart. Until you prove something. Go do something that's big. Go make it a respectable game against Georgia. Something. Go get the fans something to hang their hats on. You want 4 people at the ball game by halftime because this game is just out of reach and this is over? Nah, you don't want that. If the game ends up like that, fans are really checking out. Fans are really checking out, man. Come on, Kentucky football. Give us something that we can smile about. Give yourselves something that you can smile about. You guys come in and you guys work on the off seasons, lift, run, build love for each other. And then you come out on the field and then you act like you just got together. Communicate, talk. Brad White, you're gonna be a little bit more aggressive on defense. You're gonna mix it up, or you're gonna sit back there and just let them just do what they want to do with the football. Got some things to fix, man. Go get John Summerall. Could be. Bet we don't get game day. Oh no, game day ain't coming there all year. No, we can forget about game day. If you had plans to go see game day, you ain't got to worry about it no more. It ain't happening. No. Stoops is loyal. He'll keep Brock, but maybe use Wimsatt more. I'm not sold on Hamden after that. There you go. Does Hamden need to come down on the field? Will that make a difference? I don't know if that even makes a difference or not. Maybe he went up to the box so he can have some peace and quiet, so he can do what he does as an offensive coordinator. Maybe that's not working. We don't know, man. We don't know. But what we seen yesterday, there were quite a few South Carolina, and it was a nice drive home for him after kicking our butts. That should have been a long drive back across to South Carolina. That should have been a long drive. It was a short drive now because they was celebrating the whole time. We just made it too easy for them, and we got to find a way to fix that. Otherwise, I picked y'all to win 34-7 and was told no way they would score 17 on this defense. That's what I seen too. That's what I seen. But we seen how this all turned out. They almost double up Not only did they score 17 on us, but they almost doubled up on us. For real. That's how bad it is. But we'll see what happens. And can we just avoid getting beat 60 to nothing by Georgia? Is Georgia really gonna hang 60 on us? Maybe Georgia feels sorry for us and Georgia only scored 50 on us. I don't know. But could we even get a new coach worth a darn without a decent NIL to offer them? So it's just like so many answers as fans. So many answers. And we got to figure this out. And we got to get guys in there who want to play, man. Guys had no guys were just flat yesterday. They was just flat. And we'll never win a ball game like that if that's going to be the way it is moving forward. But Kentucky's got to do something because, how did you go 3-10? 3-10 for 30 yards. I tried telling y'all on Brock. I assume Chris. Good to see you, Chris. But I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know where this goes at. But this sucks, man. Hey, I'm going to bed because I'm tired. It is 6 p.m. right now, and I'm tired. And I've been up since last night at about 9:45 or something like that. So I'm a little tired, but I think I got this off my chest right now. And thank you guys for allowing me to vent. I'm into inflicting pain on myself, so I'm not going to watch a Georgia game. Okay, well, shot glass, please don't inflict pain on yourself. Okay, we like you. Okay, hit me up at the text line 270-220-0994 if you need to talk. Okay, or if you just text my text line at 270-220-0994. And I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can just play with some pride against Georgia. Just a little bit of pride. Let's just say, let's just, I don't know, show up. How about that? We'll start with I feel you. I've been where you are. So many expectations last year at AJ Swan was junk. It was very humbling. This is one game at a time now. One game at a time. That's it. I think we're still gonna make a bowl game. I think we are. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. Kentucky's gonna make a bowl game, and we might only be in Nashville, but we're gonna make a bowl game. Music City Bowl, something. We'll be playing on like something like December 17th, whenever the first bowl games are. But we're gonna make a bowl game this year, and you can mark that down right now. Probably now we probably be three or four starters, and it'll make it even harder with Georgia. Because I'm not. I said I'm not into inflicting pain on myself, so I'm not going to. Oh, I got you. I'm sorry about that. I misread that. I really thought you said that I'm into inflicting pain. So my fault. Sorry about that for real. Okay. You getting sent to the Independence Bowl in Shreveport. So hey, well look, I'll be home for that. So I always wanted to go to Shreveport. That's the first bowl game of the year probably, and the toilet bowl probably. But can get Independence Bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana. I've been wanting to go to Louisiana, so there's my opportunity to go. I guess sure. It's probably warm outside, but we'll see though. Number 998 if you need help, national hotline. Yeah, that is. But I misread what Shot Glass said. They said that I'm not into inflicting pain. I thought when I read it, I kind of glanced at it and I kind of seen inflicting pain, but I didn't get to see the words in front of it. So they're not into inflicting pain. So that's good to see right there. But yeah, you just gotta do better, man. And look, I'm a very happy guy, but I got my feelings hurt last night by watching these guys just do nothing against South Carolina. But I'm going to bring it back in. I'm going to put it all into perspective. And I'm going to tell myself that I love the Wildcats. And even when they play horrible like they did, I don't have any choice but to ride with my Cats because that's all I know. I'm talking to Birmingham Bowl before I'm going back to Shreveport. Birmingham is much better bowl than Independence Bowl, so we gotta just go somewhere. The Birmingham Bowl. Oh, so you saying that's the worst one then, huh? Is for I'm going back to Shreveport. Is okay. Uh, let's just let's just make a bowl game. Okay, win, win. What do you mean win a game? Win. We're gonna win a game. We gotta go win a game. But we'll see. I'm taking the Birmingham board before I'm going back. So we'll see how this goes. We'll definitely see how this goes. But you know, watch it no matter ride or die. Absolutely. So I'm definitely going to continue to ride with my Wildcats, as hurt as I am about it. You know, I have a bad day. I have really bad days my own self in my life, and I hope that people can forgive me and look over my bad days. But go Cats. I will. People can look over me when I have a really bad day, because hopefully a better day is coming soon for our Wildcats, and we will. We just want to make a bowl this year. A bowl, a bowl. Are we gonna win any more games this year? Is the question. We just gave Ohio hope that maybe they can come in here and beat us as well too. So we have to see how that goes. But look, man, if it's your first time watching, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I appreciate it. You guys are great. Keep your heads up, man. Kentucky will be back. Let's just see if we can just get through Georgia healthy. See if we can hold them to under 60 and live to see another day, and we'll get back to business. I think our Wildcats is going to bounce back. As nobody said earlier, we got beat by somebody we had no business losing to, and we're going to find a way to beat somebody that nobody said we would. So let's get with it. The Cats are still going to make a comeback. We're going to see what happens. And until next time, this has been the Loyal BBN Fan. I'm your host, Big Mike. Hit that subscribe button, that like button. Hit up the text line if you got anything you want to say, 270-220-0994. I'll be home in a couple of months, and I'm excited. Go Cats.